From out of the sky, air ride machines rained down like shooting stars. They were found in all shapes and sizes, but with no ability to move on their own. However, if someone touched them and shared their will, the engine sprang to life and they were able to move with incredible speed. These individuals were called riders. Soon, vehicle and rider pairs were a common sight, partnering up for everyday travel, as well as thrilling races. One day, some riders noticed their vehicles were acting strange. They were looking somewhere far away. If you wish to go there, let's go! But what awaits these riders and machines at the end of their journey toward the unknown?
All right, let us begin. Immediately going for health. Wow, I am very slow. I feel it. Let's grab offense. Alright, there we go. I enjoy Top Ride. I'm really glad it came back. Hi, Gooey. Gooey looks absolutely, like, horrified. Ugh, this is not good for me. I am probably gonna lose this one, actually. Can't tell how close behind he is. Oh, we're good though. We managed to get it. Oh, right, I have the thing on the side. This is only stage 1. I wonder how many stages there are. I think I've got to give it the Wispy to the Friend Heart from Star Allies. Hello, Waddle-Dee. Bandy, I should say. Defeat. Okay. I need to... There we go. We got it. I mean, you've gotta at this point, right? Like, we've beat up Wispy so many times in the past. Someone's memory is in fragments. Collect them all to know the truth. Huh. This is a really cool way of telling the story. Holy. I know I can't stream at the quality I would like, but trust me when I say this looks so pretty.
Zora, a living machine. Possessing its own will, but unable to move on its own. Long ago, it drifted through the universe. Until falling upon a remote region of the planet Popstar.
Huh. Okay. Oh, and this is gonna be like, Shadow the Hedgehog, where there's branching paths. Got it. Sort of. That's my guess. Gourmet Race. Hello, what do you have? Ooh, Shadow Star. I like the Shadow Star. Can you only get one? No. I will take those. Beanstalk Park, let's do it. Let's do you. All right. Stage clear. Where does that take us? Rainbow. Yippee. All right, Prism Overpass. Rainbow Road. I will take it. Hello, Dark Tyranza. Target the halberd. Land on the halberd ship flying overhead. Wheel, mushroom, or no? Oh, I can't. I will take wheel. Assuming that's wheel. Hello, Susie. On a shadow star. Oh, and we get a memory from this one. Target flight. Oh, we're good. Planet Robobot music. 100 is gonna be a bit difficult to hit here. But fuck it, we ball. Ah, damn it. That was not nearly enough. It was a tie. Ties win, it looks like. So if it meets, it meets. Alright, what is our memory? Chapter 2.
Zora crash-landed within a barren, isolated region of Popstar. Unable to move itself, Zora could only surrender to the passage of time.
Really
No
beautiful
visitors,
scenery.
no contact at all. It remained trapped in place for what felt like an eternity.
Capture card, please don't fuck this up. That's gonna be it. Yep. This is fine. Full throttle racetrack. Drag race. It's not gonna be great, but this is probably my best chance to get more top speed. There we go. Couldn't have asked for a better start. Now, I do not have a great vehicle for skydive because I do not have glide. Because Wheelie does not have glide. So I just need to kind of hope that I can land in a good spot. Alright, I need to try and aim for this 500 here. Come on, make it, make it, make it. We're good. We're good. You know, this is a very good way to get used to the controls of this game. Because you get a lot of the stadiums, you get a lot of just, like, extra things. Oh, hello. And who might you be? What is your name, good sir? I don't recognize that music trigger. Noir DDD. It is a version of DDD. I love that I'm like not taking damage because I have a high enough defense. Oh, come on. There we go. So that's interesting. It is a version of DD. I honestly would have expected it to be more of a version of Dark Matter.
Zora became a part of the land itself, yet it remained conscious. Throughout an eternity of immobility, Zora wished for only one thing.
Yep.
To be free, and to roam wherever it pleased.
Yep, okay, so this
Eventually, Zora's wish reached the distant Fountain of Dreams. The fountain presides over dreams of all kinds. And through this power, Zora's wish flowed much farther. That's how the wish reached Galactic Nova, a satellite that orbited Popstar. Much like Zora, Nova was alive.
Okay. So few things with that. Nova is not destroyed. There's no explanation for that. So that's one thing. Two, I was fairly accurate on my guess that essentially Zora was making a wish to be free, essentially. It reached the Fountain of Dreams, which then reached Galactic Nova. That part I was right about. This does lead to a lot of questions, like, was Meta Nightmare part of the continuity? Because that is the only time where we see Galactic Nova get rebuilt in any sort of fashion. Nope, I refuse to use Kind. Defeat Meta Knight. Get over here, Meta Knight. Oh yeah, and of course we get the sword ability at the start of this. I mean, it just makes too much sense. We're facing Meta Knight. Of course we'd get a sword ability. Alright. And we get a memory fragment.
Deep within Galactic Nova, manufacturing was underway.
Huh.
Embodying Zora's wish for freedom and movement. Advanced technology created mobile machines. They were made in all shapes and sizes.
Huh.
Once complete, Nova released these countless vehicles, and they rained down upon Popstar like shooting stars.
That gives an entirely different feel to what Galactic Nova is. It's less of a wish-granting star and more of a... like manufacturing planet, I guess. It's actually really interesting. It really recontextualizes things, because Marx's wish in Superstar was to be able to control, to have the power to control Popstar, right? Galactic Nova went to Popstar. But Did it not give him any powers? Was he just always able to transform and have those powers? And Galactic Nova was gonna do something entirely different to Popstar? That's actually really interesting. Oh, hello, you're the little guy from Amazing Mirror. The really freaking annoying fire boss. So I'm gonna grab you, the Water Galderos, or whatever your name is. Oh, hello. I will face you again. You are... I really fucking love this design. Okay, now that I'm looking at it, that looks a lot more like DDD to me. Okay, I didn't get it with this one. That's fine though. Cause... Oh. Let's go. That's awesome. That was close to a loss, but it wasn't. I was gonna say I'll do it again, but with Wheelie.
When the vehicles fell to Popstar, many crumbled to ruin at the moment of impact. But some survived and encountered potential riders. The vehicles could not activate themselves, but sprang to life once a rider shared their will. Once paired, vehicles and riders became close partners. Air ride machines eventually became a common
Of course,
sight
Marks would use that.
and an indispensable part of their riders' lives.
I fucking love Marks on the bull tank. That was so fucking funny. I'm good. Stage clear. Yippee. Ooh. Very cyberpunk-esque look. Defeat Magalore. Okay. And we get a memory fragment for this one. Excuse me. You're literally just sucking up all the, There we go.
Galactic Nova's wish-granting work was not done. With the vehicles now complete, Nova turned to Zora, delivering worker drones and materials.
The fuck? Oh, I don't like those. Ugh.
The swarm of drones bored into Zora, ripping holes open and tearing it to pieces.
This is weird.
The vehicles were built for Zora, and now Zora was rebuilt as a monstrous vehicle, Gigantus. Gigantus was a weapon capable of destroying all life on the planet. And in its core, Zora's will was trapped once again.
Huh. Interesting. Question mark. Okay. This is certainly getting to a point. Like, I'm really... Hello. And I did notice the little black sludge coming out of Zora's core. And I do recognize it as this Noir DDD. On. Here we go.
Like the air ride machines, Gigantus was unable to move itself. An incredible amount of willpower was required to activate this dreadnought-sized vehicle. If enough of Nova's vehicles brought their strong-willed riders together, their wills would form a spark of ignition, and Gigantus would spring to life. Nova had a plan to make vehicles and riders gather before Gigantus on their own.
Get to see what the back of Gigantic Nova looks like. Or Galactic, sorry.
Through a quiet
Gigantic.
transmission, Nova commanded its vehicles all over the world. Return to your true origin.
Huh. Interesting. This story is getting very interesting. Like, this is very unique, even for Kirby. I will say, obviously I haven't gotten around to being able to really thoroughly use the Transform Star, but it seems like a perfect machine for me. I really like it, because it gives me the ability to swap back and forth between speed on the ground and being able to glide. Is that a boost? I'm gonna try it. Oh, okay. It's crystal shards. I think I want to go with Robobot. Yeah. Race to the finish. Siberian Highway. Siberian. Whatever. Oh, hell yeah. That is legitimately perfect. I love this vehicle. Okay, so it does have a bit of downtime. This is a sick track, too. Hi, 02. Dodge its attacks and aim for the eyeball. Steer control, I think, for this one.
3, 2, 1, go! Steel ball!
Oh, so close. There we go. That was really cool. That was a really cool... It was like... versus 02 in Stadium mode. Okay. That was almost like a digital version of 02. As opposed to like a physical version. I just want to mention, I have changed, my control scheme a bit. I don't quick spin by doing the joystick. I quick spin by shaking the controller now. Because I knew I was going to want to try the Transform Star. And I know that when I'm racing, I move the joystick back and forth a lot. Alright, Formula Start, I guess. Hopefully we have a drag race as one of these. Alright, I set my controller down. Actually, after this first boost, I set my controller down. 3, 2, 1, go! This is not a drag race if there's curves. That's fine. Bus time. Robo DDD. Alright. Let's frickin' do this.
Three, two, one, go!
Ugh. Not great because I am paper still. There we go. Bye bye, Robo DVD. I got so much practice on that in the global test ride. Granted, every time I beat it, like, really well, it was DDD on the battle chariot. But I still got it. Memory fragment. Okay.
Most vehicles and riders failed to notice Nova's command. But they were weak of will, and not the desired target. Only a handful of keen vehicles and riders could sense the command at all. Without apparent reason or purpose, each pair began a journey toward Gigantis. Instinctively, the vehicles were returning to their true point of origin, Zora.
Okay.
Doing so would activate Gigantis and destroy all of Popstar.
Yet again.
Vehicles from all over rushed towards Zora, who awaited them at their journey's end.
Okay. I know how this is gonna go. Ooh. Oh, I love this music. Bus time. Hello again. Don't mind if I do. Noir DDD. For another memory.
Three, two, one, go!
Get over here. There we go. We managed to get it eventually. That one was rough just because it took, it was so much more... there was so much more you had to keep track of, and there was a lot bigger than I was expecting. Anyway, memory.
Just before Gigantus was fully constructed, a fragment of Zora's will broke free,
Ah, okay. That's where that cutscene happens.
copying the form of a certain rider. Noir DDD took off. Zora's wish to roam freely had finally come true. But this was no time to celebrate its granted wish. If Gigantus were activated, the planet would perish.
I like this.
Noir DDD destroyed each vehicle that tried to return to Zora, struggling in secret to prevent disaster. It would not stop until its battle was won.
I like that. I love that even Zora is like, I don't want to destroy this planet. I love that so much. That very much so to me reads, hey, I don't want this either. I am going to fight you so that you don't act like unknowingly destroy the planet. I really like that. Hello, Gigantus.
Three, two, one, go!
Red weak points, huh? Yep, Transform Star is appropriate for this. That's really cool. Here, let me quickly do this for the sake of this fight. So you can see what's going on behind me there. This is freaking amazing. Is there any health out here? No, it doesn't look like it. That is fine. Damn it. Okay. I know how to do this. I was just slightly dumb. I'm assuming that this is one last hit. Yep. We're not done though, are we? That was a fucking cool fight though. I'll give it that much. Win the race. Anyone's race. Everything's up for grabs. What the fuck? Dead heat. First place keeps shifting back and forth. Will either side be able to pull ahead? Fucking teleport! Come on, come on, come on! No! Okay. I'm gonna do this with the transform star. I refuse to win it with anything else. Yeah, he teleports in front of you. Which, that one was unfair because he teleported past the finish line. Legitimately. Okay. This is a very cheaty gimmick. I will give it that much. It is a very cheaty gimmick, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. It's a really fucking cool finale. But what I will note now is he will get a special towards the end. So I need to hold off on using my special. After I see him start teleporting, I will hold off on using my special the second time. This is really interesting because this does take like a really interesting like final fight aspect to a racing game. Like you now have your special available, which means that if I can get ahead of you decently enough, okay, you won't get it the rest of this race. Meanwhile, no.
Finish!
Did I win? I won. That was such a photo finish. That was insane. Oh, come on. At least change it to the flight mode when you do that. Oh, come on. That looks so dumb. Surely, that's... We still got the true ending to go through. Aww. It's actually really sad. That would not survive in space. Surely we're not done.
Horizon vast and ending, swirling clouds above, long and winding roads call out.
How do you get the true ending? Do you have to play it on hard?
Everything you need.
If I'd known that, I would have done that. That was a really sad ending. Really, it was.
Knowing that we finally reached our long-awaited dreams.
You know, this credit sequence reminds me of the end of Revenge of Meta Knight. Just gotta get some My Friend in the Setting Sun in here. But really, amazing job to everyone who made this game. But I really liked how they handled Zora's character. My guess is New Game Plus. Okay, it's a New Game Plus. Play from the beginning with all of your collected machines and hard-earned money. May occur if you collect every kind of machine. Okay. Here we go. Now, is this where it changes for New Game Plus? Oh, shit. Wait, what the? Okay, this is already different. On the move. Alright, but now I don't have a vehicle. Also, hi Marks. You're still alive. Oh, I guess this is an alternate. Dragoon. I'm really sad that it's not the starship. There's the Hydra. I'm assuming it's gonna be like, choose one of the two. Yep. I much prefer the Dragoon.
Three, two, one, go!
Yellow weak points this time. This is fine. I want. Okay, so the top is already beaten up. Okay, we've just got the 2 treads left. Alright. And we've got 1 left. Gonna do this the way it was intended. Using my machine. It has like 1 health left, so I was too high. There we go. I was really hoping for the starship to make an appearance from Superstar, because it makes perfect sense. It resembles a chariot. We get the chariot star, like, it's too perfect. It'll feel weird if it doesn't show up. Feel like a missed opportunity. Oh shit! That's freaking cool. That side eye. Wait, does that mean? The fuck is that? Huh? What? What the fuck? Really fucking cool image, but Leo. Rodent's wake. Okay. Okay. Like, this feels like the perfect opportunity for the starship to show up from Superstar, but they go with a Burning Leo reference? Okay, it's just 4 bosses in a row. My guess it's the big bosses. We're gonna start with Robo DDD, then go to Nightmare, then go to 02 or Marks, then 02. That's my guess. Always gotta have a boss rush. Because unironically, Starship would have been the perfect climax to this, perfect reference. Like, it would have been so perfect. And they give us this. I'm very disappointed. Well, I say very disappointed. I'm not super disappointed. I'm disappointed in that one fact. Oh, we're going to 02 first. Right, I can just jump. Hi, Nova. That's so cool seeing Nova in HD like this. Yep. I was right, though, on it being a boss rush. Hi, Marks. sliver of health. Please tell me we at least get the starship for this fight. Don't get me wrong, it's really cool, but... angle on this is slightly difficult. There we go. Okay, one more rotation. Ugh. See how this is working. Just keep running. Ooh. There we go. Is there anything else to the end of this? Nope, okay. And for the second time, Galactic Nova is kaput. That was just a mirror to Superstar's End, but they didn't have the damn starship. Sorry, I'm gonna be salty about that. I really am. It's the perfect opportunity to bring it back. Bye, Zora. I am really sad that the Starship wasn't the big climax. That would have been a perfect end with all these references to early Kirby. Because, like, all of the bosses were the big bosses from all of the games prior to the original Air Ride. You had Dreamland with DDD, you had Adventure with Nightmare, you had the Dark Matter Trilogy with Zero Two, and you had Superstar with Marks. Those were all of the games prior to the original Air Ride coming out. Those were all classic Kirby. So I feel like ending it with the big finale of Superstar would have been a phenomenal way to end this game as well. Because the Starship resembles a chariot, according to the wiki. We got 2 chariot stars. The inclusion of that style of machine felt super good for the end of this getting the Starship. Like, I'll be 100% honest, the fact that it was Burning Leo instead of the Starship is the only gripe I have with this game. That is the only issue I have with it. But, you know, I digress. So, thank you everybody so much for coming by. Hope you all have a wonderful time zone. Make sure to take care of yourself, drink some water, get some rest, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time.
Now